Hello, my name is Jbear, and welcome back to my survival series. This is episode 12, and in the last episode, I built, this side of the villager trading hall from nothing, and I put a building around this side of the villager trading hall. And I have a mess of chests as I've been trading with all of these guys. I've got a bunch of shears from these shepherds. I have no idea what I'm going to do with. I've been getting some bricks and other things from the masons over here. I'm going to step away from these guys though because they are so loud. Oh, that's not where I meant to step. I think that I need to spend some time beautifying some of the areas around here. I have a lot of very messy, ugly things going on. Kind of like this here. It'd be nice to not to have to climb over a precarious set of blocks and scaffolding to get over to the trading hall. Not to have to climb up this scaffolding here to get out of my storage area. So I think I'm going to start off with that. I'm going to figure out what I should do to kind of make this area look nice. It's a very tight fit, just with... Oh, I just fell down. That's another thing I need to do too, is I need to make sure that I stop falling into the redstone back here. Because it happens to me a lot. So I need to spend some time going around taking care of some of these ugly things that I've got going on. I also am going to start building some more farms. I mentioned in the last episode that I want to build a cactus farm, which is going to go right back here in this area, and a carrot and potato farm, which is going to go over here, a wheat farm, which will probably go over here someplace. I don't really know. So I want to build some more farms, and I also talked about in the last episode that I was going to build a brewing room, and I was going to put it like right back in this area. I mentioned that at the beginning of the episode, and then I never mentioned it again. So yeah, there's quite a few things. And I also talked about how I was going to put a building around this, and I never did that either. So I kind of got distracted with trading with the villagers. And I have been doing a little bit of that since the last episode, just to get these guys leveled up a little bit. And one of the main reasons that I wanted these clerics, I wanted some of these various things that they give, but I wanted ender pearls. I want an easy source of ender pearls. And at least 2 of them will have the ender pearls. And I want them because, I'm going to want to fight the end dragon eventually. And I'm going to need Eyes of Ender to find the stronghold and to get into the end. And it'll just be nice to have ender pearls as a way to get around as well. I've been trading with the shepherds as well. And I'm not sure exactly what I want right now. Whether I want carpet or whether I want wool. I'm thinking I'm probably going to be better off if I can get these guys having a bunch of different colors of wool. So I've got 5 shepherds, and if I could have each one have 2 different colors wool, like this guy here would be a good one to keep, but then this one, he's got blue wool, so he's kind of redundant. This one's got cyan wool. I've also been doing the stonemasons over here. I've got some terracotta, and I'm pretty happy with what I've got as far as terracotta colors go with these guys here. So I might not need to change them at all because I have a nice variety. But the shepherds didn't work out so well. So I might change them up a little bit. But the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start cleaning this area up here. I'm also going to try to connect, maybe I'll put like some chests in the middle here that will connect down into my storage system. And so that way when I make trades with the villagers, like if I get a bunch of glass, then I can just take that and have it go right down into the storage system and over into chests someplace over here, maybe like right in this area. I'll figure that out, but I think that's what I'm going to do first in this episode is just kind of go around and do some cleanup work. Okay, so you can see I have spent a little bit of time making things look a bit nicer than they did before. I have done this floor here. I've cleaned up some of the chests, not all of them. I've still got some work to do. But this barrel and this chest here, these ones will stay because these are input chests into my storage system. So let's come over here. Let's get some emeralds. Let's say we went and we bought some glass from one of the librarians here. And we wanted to put that away. we can take and put it into this chest here. And we can hear it clicking. It's taking it out of there with a hopper into a dropper, dispensing it into a water stream that connects into this water stream, which then goes into my storage system. I've also put a little path and some steps here. So it flows across here, and if we run down over here, we should see, well, be in this chest here, we should see the glass flowing in, unless the hopper is not completely filled back there yet. Yeah, it looks like it didn't all make it in. But anyway, it will automatically come down directly into my storage system from all the way over there at the villagers. I also have the same input chests that I had before, this one right here, that one over there, but they all go into the same system. So the way this works now is they enter the hoppers right over here first, flows down through here, and then this corner here, I was trying to figure out what I want the design to look like. There's hoppers hidden under here. And I haven't figured that out yet. I'm going to have to figure it out eventually, but I'm still working on that. And then it flows down this way, comes across, and then goes over here, and comes down this way. So if we put something, let's just say, it flowed all the way through the system. Let's put these 3 crafting tables in. Then they'll come down this way, and they'll go, let's see, let me come over here. I also built these steps to get out over here. And there they go. They already were dispensed out, so let me come up here. So there's a a dropper that will shoot them into a water stream, which then flows underneath the path and goes into the multi-item sorter system here. So let's go ahead and let's toss in these oak doors. So they'll get dispensed out there. And if we run down here, we should see oak doors, or trapdoors, coming into this chest right here. There they go. So now I can just throw anything into these chests and have them get put away where they want. It's so much easier than managing things manually. I just throw it all in one chest and it goes where it's supposed to go. But I had such a hard time getting these multi-sorters to work. Over here in the back, let's see, if I come up here, just above the second dropper right here, there's this slab with a piece of dust on it, and I missed that, which I've already put it on the second one here, but I missed that on all of the rest of these. So I need to put that right there, and dust right there, and that will fix these so that they actually work, because stuff was just getting stuck in the hoppers up on top, and it was so frustrating because, as you can see, this is a very complicated design. I don't understand completely how it works. This is a design by Tangotech. I believe I mentioned that before in one of my videos. And I don't understand how it works. I just built it based off of his instructions. And it works really well, but if you miss a little part here or there, then you have major problems with it. And so, because I had missed that slab with that dust on top, it threw the whole system off and just wasn't working. And now it should work completely correctly. Most of it is still completely empty. Most of these chests are all still completely empty. This storage system is way bigger than anything I'm probably even ever going to need. But I wanted to make sure that I just didn't run out of space. And so I've got tons and tons of room. You may have also noticed I have some mini blocks on top of these now, so that I can start getting rid of the item frames and not have as many entities in the game. because I'm starting to get quite a few entities. If we take a look at my F3 screen, yeah, I've got 250 entities in this area. So a lot of item frames, a lot of cows, a lot of villagers. So I want to try to cut down on entities as much as I can. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to finish putting this together, and I'm going to put a roof on this area. It's needed it for a long time, but I held off on doing that until the system was totally built, just because it's just hard to do some of this if you've got a roof above you. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to put the roof on here. I'm going to try to figure out what this interior is going to look like. I might change the floor up. I don't know. It's not set in stone. I mean, even though the floor is made out of stone, it's not set in stone that it's going to stay that way. So I might make some changes to it, but I'm very, very happy to have this sorting system in place. I might need to rearrange it a little bit. For example, I've got andesite, granite, and diorite over here, but then I've got the polished versions over there. So I might need to reorganize a little bit so it makes a little bit more sense as to where things are. But for right now, I'm just very happy to have this up and running and finally functioning. So now let's work on making it look nice a little bit more. Okay, so as you can see, I have the storage area looking a lot better than it did before. We now have a ceiling up here, and hopefully we will keep any wandering mobs from getting down in here. So I went through and I hid all of the hoppers. You can still see them a little bit down here on the end, and I'll probably do something down here. Maybe I will change this glass for something else back here. So that way we can still look in and see the items floating up, but we won't see all of the stuff behind it. I don't know. I'll figure that out. I still have some cleanup to do. over here on this side as well. And the plan on this side is that I'm going to put a super smelter over here and maybe have a place for all the various workstations. But this whole area still needs work. My nether portal needs work. But as far as this goes, I'm pretty happy with how this turned out. We're blocking all the hoppers, and we've got room up here on top of each of these chests for a mini block whenever we get the appropriate one. Then I covered up this end of the sorting system, and if I ever need to get in there and access it for some reason, I still have a way in here. Although if I needed to get up on top, I'd have to, go up there, whatever. It's not that big a deal. I also put some hidden crafting tables in here. And then this side here, I put some lights in, did the ceiling as well. Got the same thing going on here. And then over here, closed it off so that we can't see any of the redstone behind it anymore. But it is still open in the back. I still need to address that and put a wall up behind it. But I'm pretty happy with how this turned out. I might change the floor eventually. I don't know if I'm just going to keep it stone or what I'm going to do with it. I will figure that out eventually. I had to also get some more ice because when I put up one of the lanterns, this one here was too close to this block of ice and it melted it. So I went and I got more ice and made packed ice so it won't melt. I won't have that problem any longer. I didn't show this in the time lapse, but I put fences around just to keep random mobs that might still be spawning some places from wandering in here. Because now when I am inside of my storage area here, I can't tell if it's nighttime. I might be down here and it's like, I don't know if it's day or night, and I might be in here doing work on it and it turns night. I don't want the random mobs wandering in and attacking my villagers. So I now have them protected, and I've got this sorting system all built. I know it might not have looked like a lot of time on the time lapses, but this was basically a whole week worth of building for me. Just multiple sessions, building the sorting systems, and then building everything else all around it. But I'm pretty happy with how this is coming along. And hopefully next time, maybe we'll do something with this side and get rid of all the random chests of things just sitting around and clean up certain things like this. Still a lot of cleanup work to do. Long way to go to get everything looking nice, but we will get there. But that is it for this episode. It's all I have time for. So if you like this episode, please leave a like and leave a comment down below. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. And I will see you in the next episode.